Hey, what's up? This is Rodney the Voice, and I'm back, and I just wanted to... What is this? Child, I just got distracted. I'm sitting here watching the Olympics, and a commercial came on with some fine-ass black man with his shirt off. Oh, my God. Okay, but anyways, I'm Rodney the Voice, and I'm back, and I just wanted to talk about this whole Nate Parker. I had never heard of Nate Parker until he was in, I think it was the movie Beyond the Lights. But, you know, he wrote, produced, and directed. It's a new Slave movie that's coming out. What's the name of it? Shit. Birth of a Nation. I think it's supposed to debut, come out in theaters in October. But basically, you know, before the award season kicks off and before they start handing out Oscars and Golden Globes, I guess they wanted to get this shit out of the way so he could probably at least win something. And so it comes out that he supposedly stole some pussy from a girl 17 years ago. So we don't know if he really is a pussy thief, but I kind of believe he is. And the reason why I say that is because he's been calling up these publications wanting to, I guess, clear the air before the whole award season starts, because, you know, when the award season starts, it's just kind of like that's something that could really damage the movie. That could damage if the movie would be nominated or even win an award. So he called Variety magazine, and this is what he had to say. Nate Parker said, hold up. Ooh, I should have been ready. Hold up, girl. Okay, here we go. Nate Parker said, 17 years ago, I experienced a very painful moment in my life. It resulted in it being litigated. I was cleared of it. That's that. 17 years later, I'm a filmmaker. I have a family. I have 5 beautiful daughters. I have a lovely wife. She a white woman, too. Ain't nothing wrong with white people. Ain't nothing wrong with white people. I sleep with white men all the time. I have a lovely wife. She's white. He didn't say that, but I'm adding that part in. I get it. The reality is, I can't relive 17 years ago. All I can do is be the best man I can be now. This is my whole thing. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about people. I understand, and listen to me before you say something. I understand anybody who steals pussy not gonna want to come out and say that they steal pussy. You see what I'm saying? So I can understand why he doesn't want to say, yeah, I raped that girl 17 years ago. But it's just kind of like a slap in our face when people feel as though they can just come out and give this bullshit statement and really not address the situation that you're really supposed to be talking about. I don't want to hear nothing about your wife. I don't want to hear nothing about your kids. I don't want to hear nothing about you being a filmmaker. I don't want to hear shit about what happened at Sundance. What I do want to hear about, since you brought this shit up, is if you stole that girl pussy or not 17 years ago. That's what the fuck I want to hear. And if you're not going to address that shit, then don't address it at all. Don't be coming around here beating around the bush, dancing around, tiptoeing in out of the closet. Oh, well, I'm going to say this, but I'm not going to say this. Did you steal that girl pussy or not, Nate Parker? Or did she give it to you? That's what we want to know. And if you're not going to address it, then don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, I understand that people do lie about rape. But for the most part, most women don't lie. So, you know, I have to give him a side eye. You know, I don't give a damn if it happened 17. And this is another thing I want people to realize. Just because something happened 17 years ago, 27 years ago, 50 years ago, bitch, last week, does not mean that it did not actually happen. You know, I've been reading comments and people have been like, well, why is it just not coming out now? That's why. The reason why it's coming out now is because he's in the limelight. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when Chris Brown beat Rihanna. And people were like, oh my God, why are they making it? Because it's Chris Brown or Rihanna. Bitch, they don't give a fuck about Pookie and Keisha down the motherfucking street. They give a fuck about the Chris Browns beating the Rihannas. They give a fuck about the Jay-Z's and the Beyoncé's getting into fights in the motherfucking elevators with her sister. That's what the fuck they give about. They don't give a fuck about they don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, it may be fucked up that, okay, at this point in his career where it could really skyrocket off that this is coming out, but at the end of the day, if it happened, it happened. And the reason why he's trying to get ahead of it now is so it doesn't come out when they start handing out these Oscars and his movie is not being nominated or, is being looked over. Rape is a very serious case. I have family and friends who have been victims of rape, molestation. So when I hear things like that, I just can't just sweep it under the rug just because, you say, I have a family and 5 daughters now. Well, we just going to pray to God that nothing like that ever happens to your 5 daughters or even happens to your wife. Because for some reason in my head, I think you did it. I don't know if you did it. I just think you did it for some reason. If you didn't do it, why not just come out and say, I didn't rape that girl. We fucked because she said she wanted some dick and I gave it to her. And that's what the fuck it came out to do. Because, baby, if it was me, I ain't raped that bitch. That hoe was lying. I slept with that hoe because she told me I could have some pussy. And she wanted some of this dick. And that's what I gave her. That's what the fuck I was saying. But I'm not going to come out with this long drawn out statement, I got a family and I got 5 daughters. Girl, what they got to do with 17 years ago? Did you steal that girl pussy, Nate Parker? Did you steal that girl pussy? That's what we want. That's what I want to know.